gods who once adored Laurent. If you hadn't cast him aside so easily, if you hadn't scrutinized Laurent's every move with such harsh and critical eyes, if you hadn't hurt him with baseless speculation and cold, detached remarks, how would he have fallen slowly into that endless, dark abyss of pain until he completely lost the courage to live? I must thank you too, Astra Yao. There is genuine beauty in your voice. Do you realize you're nothing more than a money-making nightingale to odium or fugue? When the next nightingale hatches, you'll lose all your value, and everything you have today will eventually be taken away. Just like Yoran, whose worth was stolen by your voice. You, all of you, you are murderers! It was you, all of you, who drove Yoran de Winter to his death! My most beautiful dream, my most precious resonance, my true love. It's almost time. Oh, how rude of me. I haven't even given you all a proper welcome. 3, 2...
There's no time! If the engines get damaged!
1. Everyone, welcome to my late husband's funeral.
I'll use my singing to protect everyone!
Miss Yao! How rude of you. It's not over yet.
No! The harmonic core! The Starlink's lost power! What do we do?
The only song fit for a funeral is a requiem for the dead! I see. You're safe. Power thanks to Yoran's legacy. You will fall.
The best defense is a strong...
Hailed as a genius, nothing more than a cheap imitation of Yoran. Have you ever felt the endless darkness behind the stage? Every note in your song is a final rest in Yoran's life. I won't let him continue to desecrate his dreams on this stage! What Yoran lost, you too! I will make you and everyone else understand! The glory under the sun! Still pretending! My plan couldn't have gotten this far without your help!
Evelyn! Are you okay? Speak to me!
Do you really think she's protecting you? How laughable! Your so-called bond is nothing but a facade.
What do you mean?
She's not the loyal partner you think she is. From the very beginning, she's been a spy sent by few to watch you.
No!
That's not true! Do you think she truly cares about you? No, you're just a tool she used to complete her mission.
The trust between us is something you could never understand.
Naive! Surrounded by endless manipulation and tangled interests. Do you really think there can be any genuine trust or real feelings between you? Absolutely sickening. You're a lapdog serving the interests of capital. While Yoran was alive, all of you fed on his soul. Now that he's gone, you're still exploiting his final voice for profit. He belongs to me. Give me back Yoran's legacy!
It's not what you think! Starloop Tower's harmonic core is powered by my singing. It has nothing to do with Yoran's works. I've been searching for this record because Yoran's voice holds an incredible power to connect hearts. His voice is a bridge, crossing all divisions and suffering. In our fractured, disconnected era, this kind of voice can mend the cracks and bring back long-lost resonance. You know exactly what I mean. I know you do! That night I heard Yoran's voice live was one of my most cherished moments. His voice carried us into another world, a sacred land of music. Before the concert started today, I told you this performance was my tribute to Yoran. You said he was someone who lived in the past. So now, I'll bring him into the future.
Stop dressing it up with fancy words! You have no idea what he went through!
Perhaps you're right. I never truly understood his inner world. But maybe you didn't either!
The Starloop is pulling faster than earlier. Even if Astra can get the remaining thrusters to work, it might not generate enough power to keep us afloat. Based on the calculations, we might crash.
Do you hear that? If Yoran's spirit is out there, he's finally answered my wish. Fall! Fall! Starloop will shatter and the false dream will plunge into oblivion!
I'm sorry, Astra. I never had the courage to tell you. I'm a spy for Fugue. My code name is Shields Green.
What? But your hair is clearly golden leaf-colored.
You're not bothered? I've been deceiving you from the very start. My entire existence is a lie.
What lie? That you didn't tell me your real name? You are you. The person in front of me is the Eve I trust. No matter what your name is. You're still the one who shielded me from all the noise. The one who protected me with kindness and resilience. I hear the purest melody in you.
If only I hadn't been too afraid to tell the truth. If I weren't so selfish, maybe none of this would have happened today.
There's no if. Everyone makes mistakes, but that doesn't decide our final destiny. The past is behind us, and the future is still unwritten. And the only thing we can firmly hold on to is the present. Even if destruction is inevitable, we must face it in our own way, without regrets. Even if we're walking towards the end, we will greet it with the most beautiful melody.
The most beautiful melody? To greet destruction?
Yes, with fiery hope, using our final breath to shout and to sing. This is New Eridu, the last hope of human civilization. Even in desperate situations, we've survived time and again with inexplicable joy. Fate has favored us, after all. This time, we'll surely make it through again. Belle, Wise, Eve, will you sing the final song with me?
Improvising like this... it's not really my strong suit. You know I've never been good at singing, but fighting for you, I've never hesitated.
Falling! We're going down! We're all gonna die! It's all because of her! Shields green! You betrayed the organ...
I always thought I was destined to wander in the shadows, unable to find a way out. Like I was merely a pawn in the hands of fate. And fate sealed off the path ahead of me a long time ago. Until her radiant starlight pierced through the darkness. Perhaps I'm no longer trapped by the secrets and lies of the past. Perhaps I can make my own choices too. Not just for myself, but for so much more, for everything we cherish. Yes, I'm already carrying so many burdens. But the weight I bear isn't an excuse for me to stop. This time, no orders, no schemes, only me. I won't let fear keep me captive any longer. Perhaps the me of the past wasn't worthy. There is magic in the world. Brilliant, radiant, incredible miracles.
坚定着我的回响，照耀着我不会闪亮。在光里，我谱写着你我的旋律，让一切这一刻的思念化成歌。在光里，我弹奏着。 的讯息，拥抱着幸福的奇迹，星光映天际，是属于我们不散的记忆。我们最辉煌的那首歌，在光里我弹奏着。 宇宙的魔力冲散着不安的痕迹，风暴消失后，自由辽阔是我们的晨曦，奇迹，记忆。
Understood. I've completed a full report on... We'll take additional precautions regarding Lady De Winter's safety, given your concerns. She may have been the mastermind, but Ju Yuan would never allow anyone to take her life in secret. In fact, While in our custody, she might be in the safest place she can be, despite causing significant trouble for your company. The thugs hired by Fugue were merely pawns manipulated by Lady De Winter, and had no intent to kill on their own. Once I have more evidence of the communication between these thugs and Fugue's higher-ups, I'll forward the relevant documents to your company's legal team.
Your and Officer Zhu Yuan's attention to detail is incredibly reassuring. The incident involves a complex web of connections, and having the support of public security is a tremendous relief.
We'll also continue investigating leads related to the organization. Thank you again for the intelligence you've provided.
Eve!
Miss Yao, you came in person? This is Officer Qingyi, who I've been troubling these past few days.
Thank you, Officer Qingyi, for bringing Eve back to me.
It's nothing. Miss Evelyn has hardly rested while helping us with the investigation. She's worked very hard.
There's one thing I'd like to ask for your help with, Officer Qingyi.
Please, go ahead.
This master copy of Yoran's legacy. I hope you can deliver it to Lady De Winter. I know I will never be able to see things from her perspective and fully understand her pain, but just like Yoran's voice has brought solace to countless lonely souls, perhaps one day it can also soothe her despair. From that show, Yoran said two things that left a deep impression on me. Though much has happened in the past and we cannot predict the future, I want to make a decision for myself in the present. I hope that everyone who has supported me will also stay true to their hearts and never betray their present selves. His last performance has finally been published. Now all fans can listen to this legendary record, and this master copy belongs to her. Please let her know that Yoran has always been by her side.
Will do. I hope she can understand your sentiment and find the strength to move forward. We'll notify you immediately if there are new developments in the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other tasks to attend to. Farewell.
Miss Yao, since we're visiting, we should buy Belle and Wise a gift.
That's right! I almost forgot! Good thing you reminded me. The limited edition red velvet cake looks delicious. Ah, and that black tea I had last time was so fragrant. It'll be lavish. Belle will be thrilled.
Speaking of gifts, I also have a gift I'd like to give you, Miss Yao.
Huh? What is it?
If you're curious, follow me.
I'm curious. I didn't think so before, but this place seems familiar.
Familiar, you say? That's about right.
This place is completely empty. But why does it feel so familiar?
Because this is where the gramophone used to be.
The gramophone. That's right. That was the name of the shop. Yoran's final performance was held in this little shop. It's been so many years, I'd forgotten the name of the place. How do you remember, Eve?
Because I was there too.
What? You were there too?
I was. But unlike you, I just stumbled upon it by chance. I heard music coming from the shop and stopped to listen for a while. Through the glass, I saw a group of passionate fans. Yoran's voice flowed out from the crowd. I didn't actually see him, just vaguely heard his voice.
Incredible. It's like Yoran's music had brought us together. Turns out, we've known each other for a long time.
It seems like you're fond of my gift.
This is all your fault, Eve. I'm about to cry now.
You were right. Music is a connection of hearts. Even across different times and spaces, we can still feel each other's presence.
Yes. Perhaps that's what Yoran wanted to bring us. A resonance that never fades. A connection that transcends time.
The only thing we can hold on to tightly is the present.
Yes. Only the present.
We've been walking for a while, and it's almost time to meet up with the proxies.
And here we have Miss Fairy, the strongest AI around. Top-notch holo navigator with the sharpest tongue in New Eridu.
The strongest AI? Then... Fairy, on the wall, who's the best singer of them all?
You are. You always will be.
Ooh, she really is sharp.
Who would have thought? Astra's only gotten even more popular after the attack.
And on top of that, Odium Entertainment stock has shot up 30%. Their market value is now approaching 5 trillion dennies.
It's still far from enough.
5 trillion dennies isn't enough? Ugh, a number that big makes my ears ring.
Wise, knock it off!
I mean, if I want to break my contract with them, I'll need to save up enough for the penalty first.
This is my fault, Ms. Yao. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be in such a tough spot.
What are you talking about? We only let go of something as trivial as money in exchange for someone as priceless as you. Now that's something worth celebrating.
I know a great place to eat!
Perfect. I trust Belle's taste. It's gotta be great. It's a rare day off. Let's go right now.
Hold on!
Astra! Over here! Is there a special reason you chose to visit this store?
I've said it before, you can't just do things on a whim.
What should we do now?
Thankfully, the kind store owners can also help us run away.
Sorry, folks! We're on vacation today!
What? Working on New Year's Day? You don't even get a break on the first day of the year?
Well, technically, it's at midnight on New Year's Day, so it's sort of still the night before. Once I wrap this up, this year's work will be done and dusted.
Working at midnight on New Year's... Wait. Does that mean you're the guest of honor this year?
That's right! This year's guest of honor is me! Who else could be more perfect for the job?
Guest of honor? For what?
The annual year light. We light it every year at the stroke of midnight. Remember? Ah, right. You fell asleep halfway through the last New Year's performance and missed the lighting ceremony. But who was the guest of honor? I do remember that the lighting bamboo from last year was really cute.
It's not my fault last year's performance was a snooze fest. By the way, I've always wanted to ask, why is the lighting ceremony always held at midnight every year?
I guess it's to celebrate Gilded Carrot Day, the last day of the year. After that, the days start getting longer, the night shorter, and then spring arrives. So, Gilded Carrot Day is the day when light begins, and the year light is meant to bring good fortune. By the way, did you know, Astra? Gilded Carrot Day is also a holiday to commemorate the pioneer of proxies.
Oh? I've never heard of that before.
Gilded Carrot Day is the day when light begins, but actually, there's another meaning. On that day, Joyous was the first to leave a hollow using his own calculated path, and brought out the first carrot in Eridu's history. You could even say that Eridu's history started with the birth of the carrot. With the technology to reliably escape the hollows, the city's founders were able to turn these disasters into resources, mining endless ether from the hollows to build Eridu. That's why Gilded Carrot Day is also the day the hollows were first explored. It's the day when Eridu's light began. The reason the year light is lit by a bamboo is because legend has it that when Joyous escaped the hollow, he only had a borrowed bamboo with him, a prototype made by Lady Sunbringer herself. The first carrot was stored in this bamboo. So, saying that Gilded Carrot Day is a holiday to commemorate the pioneer of proxies isn't wrong, right?
Oh, so that's the story behind proxies. Isn't Joyous usually considered the pioneer of investigators, though?
When it comes to calculating hollow paths, many investigators can't even begin to compare to proxies, especially those who can make their own carrots. When you think about it, perhaps the proxies are the true inheritors of Joyous's legacy.
That makes sense. Since Gilded Carrot Day holds such significance for proxies, I have a request for you.
Okay, I agree.
Wait, don't you want more details? Simply put, besides turning on the light, the year light ceremony requires a bamboo partner. The bamboo chosen each year is the Redo's Got Boo champion. And I want Eos to win the championship this year. My partner must be Eos. Una.
If I remember correctly, Redo's Got Boo is New Eridu's annual Bamboo Beauty Contest? Wait, so when a million came to see Eos earlier, that's what it wanted to talk about?
Una. What? It's not like that! You're the bamboo that Astra Yao kissed! Isn't that proof enough of your charm? In my eyes, there's no bamboo more deserving of being my partner than you! All that's left is for all of New Eridu to witness Eos's charm and agree with my judgment. Simple, right?
Is that simple?
Of course! A bamboo's aesthetic can be switched up after all. Eos is backed by Astra Yao, the most beautificent woman in all of New Eridu, and the most legendary proxy, Phaethon. With a combination of aesthetics and technology, we're the strongest team in this year's Redo's Got Boo. will definitely make Eos this year's new Eridu Bangbu of the Year. Eos, if you don't trust me, trust Bell and Wise.
Having Eos experience this doesn't sound like a bad idea. Since Eos agreed to it already, I don't have any reason to object.
Let's leave the registration to Eve. All we need to do is figure out how to win every round of the competition.
왔다 왔다. 해놨다.
I thought you and a million had a deal, you know? Didn't you too? You know, the deal? I don't know what you're talking about.
해놨다. 어쩌다. 해놨다. 왔다 왔다.
Incredible!
왔다.
My blade is already sheathed. No room for mercy.